So what is the deal with this PUBG patch? Last week, Pub was supposed to put out a patch to minimize and remove cheating from the game. And I was stoked to see the game return to its more normal state before people were cheating. Well, it seems the patch for cheating had too many incompatibility issues and it would basically block out too many people from playing the game. So they were concerned about that, and instead of dedicating more team members and hours to fixing the patch and having it ready on time, they decided to put out another patch, which ends up adding something that I feel has never come up in any regard for the game. I'm sure no one out there requested this, and that's emotes. So instead of putting time and effort into helping the cheating problem, let's dedicate time and resources into adding emotes to the game. Maybe these emotes will stem away the cheaters or improve the game's performance. Maybe people will just forget if they can do a high five or a beckon emote to another guy. Maybe that'll just fix all the problems right there. The cheaters will feel encouraged to just give up because you can laugh when you die to them. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Good job to Bluehole. I really am pleased with the patch, and I hope that the game continues in this manner, and I think it will be well. Said no one ever. Emotes do not fit this game's style and wasn't something requested by fans in any way. But okay, Bluehole, that's cool. Let's take a game where you can down a guy and insult him till he dies, and add an ability now to also laugh at him and taunt emote him. Sounds like a great idea. Now let's take a moment and talk about Fortnite. Fortnite has blown up as this huge game and entity rivaling PUBG. And I don't like Fortnite much. It's cartoony. It plays too arcade style, like, you know, it's dependent too much on jumping and speed and movement. And I just don't care for that stuff. They're two different games in how they play, Fortnite and PUB. Fortnite is quick pace, twitch shooter, run and gun gameplay, whereas PUB is more about tactics, positioning, using cover, utilizing the inventory correctly. So again, it's basically a military sim to a run and gun, in a sense. That's where the speed differences lie in those two games. Fortnite is running more efficiently compared to PUBG. The startup of a match is maybe 10 to 15 seconds. You're able to load in the plane and drop faster. The game runs smooth the entire way throughout with minimal stutter or lag or drops. There's little to no error when you're playing, like it doesn't just disconnect you or anything. And I have never had any form of cheating or heard much of it in that game, compared to PUB where literally every single match you have cheating going on. The worst part here is that PlayerUnknown's Battleground came out almost 6 or 7 months before Fortnite started doing and copying all of the same actions. So how is it that the game that came first and has had funding and money this whole time isn't able to perform better or more efficiently and completely beat Fortnite? How is PUBG losing to the game that came after it in every regard? Like, what are they doing? Systematically, Fortnite is a superior game. Everything it does, PUBG has a similar aspect, and Fortnite is doing it more efficiently. And I'm not happy with that. Of the two, I much prefer PUBG. I like the slower, more methodical approach to playing, opposed to Fortnite's run and gun style. And the thing is with PUB, is it is becoming worse. It has only gotten worse over time. The thing is, between these two titles, Fortnite knows what it is. They've embraced this cartoony, dorky, you know, wacky world and made it their own. PUBG started and it seemed like it had an idea of where it wanted to go, and it seems like that's kind of stopped and tapered now. Like, the game is in like an identity crisis, and all it seems to do, or the people behind it seem to do, is they look at the competition, which would be Fortnite, and now Darwin Project is coming up, and they look at these new games that are doing the same thing, the Battle Royale formula, and it's like they're getting scared. Instead of standing tall and being like, you know what, let's make the servers run more effective. Let's reduce the load time or further optimize the game. Instead of doing something that might actually make people more happy with their game, they're taking time and evaluating the competition and trying to take what they do and put it into PUB. So they look at Fortnite and they're like, You know why Fortnite's so effective and why people like it so much? It's definitely the emotes. Let's take the emotes from Fortnite. Let's just copy and paste a wave and a laugh. And even though Battlegrounds has never looked like a game that would one day have emotes, here they are now. And there has literally been no build up to this point. No tease, no mention, no requests. Just a, well, I guess everything else is doing it. Let's have our own stupid emotes in this game. There we go. Now we have stupid emotes. It's like, dude, how about we have more maps? Or new weapons? More attachments? They have an open canvas of things they could do to completely change up the game and add new excitement. You know, you could go to a box drop and it could have like a grenade launcher or landmines, right? Something new and exciting. And yeah, maybe those things sound a little broken, whatever, but it's still like they have the ability and the openness to do anything they want, basically. And they're not doing anything. Think of the last time we've had new content. I believe it was November, the desert map got added. And it added like 2 new guns only on the desert map. And that's it. That was basically all the content we had. One map that was bigger than the old map, and that's a negative comment. I don't think anybody likes desert map. It sucks. I hate it. My friend group hates it. The desert map is too big. It's not fun. Everyone just drops in one dedicated part of the map. That's a failed map. They did a bad job with it, and they should learn from that and make the new maps better. And smaller, preferably. So again, you look at everything they've done, and it's not good. They hit it out of the park when they first started the game. They had one killer map, a lot of weapons, good variety between everything, and it was just fun to play. It was new, it was exciting, and it felt great. And since then, they have only tried to change things that never needed to be changed. They changed the UI, they changed the font. They add all these unnecessary changes to the UI, but where are these system mechanic changes that we need? Why is cheating so welcome in this game? Why is it that like 90% of the player base is Chinese that come into the US servers and cheat? At the end of the day, I love Battlegrounds. It's a ton of fun and I play it all the time. But I just don't understand how these problems can remain so persistent when you have competition around you to show you what you should kind of be doing. They need to optimize the game, decrease those load times, decrease the buffer of lag when you're shooting people. Like, there's things that can be changed in this game that would improve it tenfold, and they can look at other games around them to give them that idea of like, okay, we need to compete with these other competitors and have a product that is equivalent to theirs, at least on the system level. And that's what they need to do. But the fact that they dedicated time to adding useless functions to the game that nobody cares about, instead of actually doing the one thing people have wanted literally since like 4 months ago, which was the ban of cheating. Like, come on, man. Ban the cheaters and fix your game. This is Demon Fox Yoko. Thanks for checking out the video and listening to my rants. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, signing out.